All right, let's dive right in. India's entire healthcare system is in the middle of a massive digital shift. And if you're a hospital administrator in Telangana, you're probably feeling that pressure to get on board. Well, that's exactly why we're here. We're going to break it all down and give you a super clear, step-by-step roadmap for ABDM compliance. Let's get started.
First things first, just to give you a sense of the sheer scale of this, look at that number, 73.9 crore. That's how many ABHA IDs, Ayushman Bharat health accounts, are already out there across India. You know, this isn't some far-off future trend. This is a huge, living, breathing ecosystem that is growing bigger literally every single day.
So, that brings us to the big question, right? With this digital wave already washing over us, is your hospital ready to jump in? And really, this isn't just about ticking a box for compliance. It's about grabbing the opportunity to become a leader in this new digital landscape.
Okay, before we pull out the maps and the checklists, we really need to understand where we're going. What's our destination? This is so much more than just following rules. It's about understanding why the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, or ABDM, is completely reshaping the future of healthcare as we know it.
So what is ABDM in plain English? Just think of it like a single, unified digital health highway for the whole country. Every single citizen gets a unique health ID. That's the ABHA. And here's the absolute key. The patient is always in the driver's seat. No data gets shared, ever, without their direct permission. It creates a system that's connected, sure, but more importantly, it's secure and totally patient-focused.
All right, so we know our destination. Now we need a map and a compass to get there. Before we take that first step, let's get familiar with the key landmarks. You know, the core building blocks of ABDM that make this whole thing work.
First up, you've got the ABHA ID. The easiest way to think of this 14-digit number is as the patient's personal, universal key to all their health information. It's the one thing that links all their digital records from different hospitals, labs, pharmacies, you name it, into one secure place they can actually access.
Next up, we have the registries, the HFR and the HPR. Honestly, these are basically the official, trusted phone books for the entire digital network. They create a single, verified list of every legitimate hospital, clinic, and doctor in the country. This is what builds that foundational layer of trust for the whole system. So, why bother with all this? Why should your hospital get on board? Well, it's way more than just a compliance headache. Becoming ASDBM compliant is a huge strategic advantage. It builds incredible trust with your patients. It lets you connect seamlessly with other providers for way faster operations. And, oh yeah, it can even qualify you for financial incentives. It's a total win-win.
Okay, so we've covered the why and the what. Now for the most important part, the how. This is really the heart of our explainer. We're going to lay out a practical, step-by-step roadmap that will guide your hospital through the entire process, from start to finish.
We've broken this whole journey down into 3 clear, manageable phases. First, we'll build your foundation. Then, we'll get you connected to the network. And finally, we'll lock in your security and get you certified. See? When you break it down like this, it feels totally doable.
Phase 1 is all about getting ready, just getting your house in order. First, you'll take a look at your current digital systems. Then, you'll get your facility registered on the HFR and all your doctors on the HPR. After that, you can actually start creating ABHA IDs for your patients right there at the registration desk. And this is key. For all you hospitals in Telangana, you've got to make sure you're aligned with the state's own TGEHMIS platform.
Now for Phase 2, integration. This is the real technical start of the process. It's where you plug your hospital systems into the national ABDM network. You'll need to hit 3 technical milestones, M1, M2, and M3. Basically, they cover registration, sharing records, and then advanced data access. You'll have to choose how you want to integrate. And critically, you have to train all your staff on these new consent-based workflows.
Okay, and this is a point that trips a lot of people up, so let's make it crystal clear. In this ecosystem, your hospital is the Health Information Provider, or HIP. You're the one creating the data. The system that actually stores that data, like your cloud server or your hospital software vendor, is the Health Repository Provider, or HRP. Understanding these 2 distinct roles is absolutely crucial for legal and operational clarity. And finally, we arrive at Phase 3, certification. This is where you make it official, where you prove the trust and security of your system. You'll need to implement really strong encryption, test everything out in the ABDM sandbox, which is like a practice environment, and then you get your final certification to go live. But it doesn't stop there. This isn't a one-time thing.
You'll want a data protection committee to keep an eye on things long-term.
You know, any big journey is going to have a few bumps in the road. So we've gone ahead and identified the most common challenges hospitals face during this process. And, more importantly, we've got some practical solutions to help you just sail right past them.
So let's talk about some of those common hurdles. Worried about technical delays? The trick is to talk to your tech vendor super early and plan for about 6 to 8 weeks of testing. What if your staff pushes back? Well, focus on how it helps them. We're talking faster workflows, fewer mistakes. And to keep things moving, assign a dedicated ABDM champion in your hospital to really own the project. These are simple, proactive steps to keep you on track.
So, we've covered the why, the what, and the how. Now let's look out to the horizon. What does this all mean for the future of healthcare in Telangana? And what's your hospital's role in actually shaping that future?
Telangana has set a really ambitious goal here. 100% of facilities registered and 80% of patients linked with an ABHA by 2025. Now, this isn't something the government can just do on its own. Every single hospital, including yours, is an absolutely critical partner in making this vision for a connected, digital state a reality.
As we start to wrap this up, I think it's worth remembering the core philosophy behind this whole thing. This idea really drives the entire mission. Digital health isn't about replacing care. It's about enhancing trust, access, and accountability. It's about making the incredible work you do every single day even stronger.
So there you have it. You have the map. You have the roadmap. The path forward is clear. The only question left is, what's the very first step your hospital is going to take on this journey tomorrow?